Test one, check one.
Greetings and welcome to Northside's Moving Up ceremony. Before we begin the celebration, I just need to take a minute for some housekeeping items in the event of an emergency. We have our exits by the gated areas over that way. Also, please be sure to adjust any cell phones to vibrate, silent, or dare I say, off. Special thank you to our supportive Central Office. Today we have Dr. Olson representing Central Office, and we thank Dr. Olson and the rest of the Central Office team for their unwavering support. Of course, I'd also like to thank our supportive Board of Ed. Thank you, Arlene Sodi, Suzanne D'Amico, and Kathy Lively for joining us this evening. An event like this does not take place without the hard work and efforts of many. I extend a great thank you to our supportive PTA. Thank you, Mrs. Dennis, as well as Mrs. Agostinaccio, Mrs. Watros, and others who helped to transform the stadium into a beautiful area that you're seated in today. There's more thank yous. I'd also be remiss if I did not extend my appreciation to the secretaries and aides who did a lot of the behind-the-scenes work to get ready for today. Mrs. Cantos to assist with the awards, and Mrs. Looney for working tirelessly preparing for the Moving Up program. I'd also like to thank Howitt Middle School for hosting us this evening and their entire custodial team for the setup and breakdown of this ceremony. Last but certainly not least, our wonderful tech support, Mr. Pritzker in the back. He could be found on the opposite side of the field assisting. He took on our many requests, and he's doing it all for our kids. So I think I speak for everyone when I say how grateful we are for him and the tech team. Thank you. At this time, I'd like to lead us in the pledge. Danielle Arian, Liam Denisi, Bernez Picon, Maggie Stegmeyer, Juliet Widor. You can use either side of the bridge.
Everybody come around the mic. On three, we're going to say, please stand for the pledge. 1, 2, 3.
Please stand for the pledge.
Good. Guys, get close to the mic. On three, okay? Ready? 1, 2, 3.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Great job, guys. Great job.
And please remain standing for our national anthem. Thank you, students, and special thanks to the following students who learned that instrumental version you just heard of the national anthem and recorded it with Dr. Duke for tonight's ceremony. Thank you, Jacob Franco, Emma Lembo, Ellie Hilton, Juliana Herbst, Adam Mutlu, Ashley Stroud, and Riley Renison. It gives me great pleasure to welcome you to the 60th Moving Up ceremony of the Northside Elementary School. Before you today are 68 stellar 5th graders who are delighted to have you here with them, sharing in their wonderful celebration of success. I'd also like to welcome our principal, Mr. Febraro, to his 6th Moving Up ceremony. So good evening, everybody. For anyone I have not met yet, my name is Chris Peterson. I'm the proud assistant principal here at Northside. How about we try something together here tonight? Do we have an open-minded audience? All 3 of you say yes, so that means no. Can we be open-minded tonight? Thank you. It's pretty simple. For the next hour or so, I'm inviting every person here to be present. There's probably a thing or 7 on your mind that's been bothering you coming into tonight. I want you to acknowledge it and let it go for now. So far, so good? Okay, they're still with me. Those 3 people are still with me. That to-do list that you use to get ready for tonight, guess what? You're going to have another one when you leave. That, too, I want to say, see ya, at least for another hour or so. Can we try those 2 things? We are here, we are together. Let's make a commitment to be present and truly experience these moments for what they are. A major milestone in the lives of these young people we care so deeply about. So I'd like to begin by sharing 3 simple words I heard the high school seniors shout at the top of their lungs earlier today after the senior walk. You ready? We did it! We did it. That's the loudest I've been in 6 years, so thank you. For the seniors, those words mark the end of their K-12 journey here in Farmingdale. For our 5th graders moving up to middle school, we did it means that you've outgrown the kindergarten to 5th grade environment of Northside. You still have 9 more days. Behave yourselves. I'd also like to apply those 3 words to our faculty, staff, community, because I truly believe it takes a village. We did it. I think it's safe to say this year has had some ups and downs. If I told you right now we had to leave the stadium and create a satellite ceremony in the old Farmingdale High School pool, I feel like I'd barely get a reaction out of you guys anymore. You'd be like, yeah, I thought we'd end up at the pool at some point this year. The important part is that we take things in stride, that we are together now and we can stand together under the absolutely gorgeous sunny sky and say that we did it. So students, Northside's graduating class of 2021, thank you. The perseverance you have shown has been nothing short of inspirational. This particular graduating class holds a special place in my heart. You might be thinking, all right, guy, you probably say that every year, but I really don't, and it's true. My first day in Farmingdale, you guys were in kindergarten. I had hair. You were this big. It really happened. I've had the honor of working with you guys from kindergarten through today. I'd like to wrap up these opening comments with a quote from an unknown author. The quote reads, at the end of the day, you can either focus on what's tearing you apart or what's keeping you together. So students, families, and colleagues, we got to this moment here tonight by staying together. Let's keep this valuable lesson in mind as we support these students through Howitt and beyond. We did it. Thank you. At this time, I'd like to welcome Mr. Febraro to the microphone.
Thank you, Dr. Peterson. Big round of applause for him. I know he put a lot of work into tonight as well, giving all those thank yous. I could attest to the fact that he did have hair 6 years ago, Dr. P, and that was the loudest he's ever been at Northside. So I think the teachers there will back me up on that. Here we are today, finally together. Welcome. And I want to take a minute to just soak this moment in, because about a year ago, we weren't sure what tomorrow would hold, but we are here together today. I'd like to ask all of our 5th grade students to please stand up right now, please. These 5th graders have been asked to endure challenges that just a few years ago we might never had imagined. With that being said, these same 5th graders overcame these challenges, and they did it with poise, grace, and courage. They did it by sticking together. They did it by using one of Northside's keys to success. What key is that, boys and girls? Perseverance. You got it, right? Let's not let this moment pass without everybody joining me in sharing a round of applause for Northside's brave class of 2021. Fifth graders can be seated. Just a couple things I wanted to share with you. When you think back to over 6 years ago when we started Northside together, you were probably nervous, you were excited, maybe feeling a mixture of both, a little bit unsure. And over the course of our 6 years together, you learned how to read, you learned how to write, solve problems, you learned about history, science. You've also learned about the 5 keys to success. How important it is to be honest, how important it is to persevere, how important it is to be responsible, how important it is to be respectful, and lastly, how important it is to be kind. All the while, myself, your parents, your guardians, your friends, we were the lucky ones. We were lucky because we got to watch you step by step each year turn into the amazing individuals that stand before us today. I personally feel lucky to have these past 6 years because aside from the daily gift of watching you all grow and develop as people, I want to thank you for the other gift that you gave to me. I consider it to be the greatest gift of all. I want to thank you for our relationship from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. In return, I hope each and every one of you know that you own a piece of my heart and that I will always remember you and our special times together. You should all know that the Northside community is immeasurably proud of each and every one of you. Your time at Northside has left your teachers, your parents, your principal with memories that will always be with us. May your time ahead at middle school, high school, and college, yes, I'm saying college, be as phenomenal as your time at Northside. Congratulations to the class of 2021. Congratulations.
All right, I'd like to continue by drawing some much-deserved attention to the class of 2021's annual montage reflection of Through the Years. This montage was shared digitally earlier today, around 4 p.m. If for any reason you did not receive this, please call Northside tomorrow. We'll happily send it your way. Please join me in saying a huge thank you for the hours and hours volunteered by Mrs. Mutlu to put that together. I know I speak for the 68 students here today when I say thank you to our teachers, faculty, and staff for all the support they've given our students throughout their 6 years at Northside. Our grade 5 team here has given this group of students their heart and soul to help bridge the transition to middle school and, of course, send them off in style. Each year we say goodbye to people who have left a lasting impression on our hearts. This year is no different. There are 3 people that we will say goodbye to as they are entering a new phase of their career, retirement. I'd like to acknowledge Mrs. Knudsen, who I saw here earlier. Where's Mrs. Knudsen? Now that I see her, I'll give a welcome back to Mrs. Green. Also retiring this year is Mrs. Papillo. And our face of the front lobby, Mrs. Owens, has officially retired this school year. We wish them the best of luck going forward. It is also a tradition here at Northside to have a 5th grade student address his or her class. Each 5th grader writes a reflection of his or her years at Northside, and one piece is collaboratively selected to represent the sentiments of the class. This year, it gives me great pleasure to introduce Emma Lembo, who will be delivering the 2021 farewell address. Does this height work for you?
Perfect. Good evening, and welcome families, teachers, administrators, and members of the Board of Education. My name is Emma Lembo, and I am a student in Miss O'Brien's 5th grade class. I would like to thank you all for joining us tonight to celebrate our time at Northside coming to an end. I bet we all remember our first day of Northside, not wanting to leave our parents' arms, which made us feel protected. We were so little, looking up at this enormous school with so many unfamiliar faces and the feeling of being terrified. The 5th graders always seemed so cool. They were so big and tall, and we were so tiny. But in the blink of an eye, here we are. We are now the ones that are the role models for the little ones. We are sad and scared to be leaving Northside, but we can always look back at these memories with much joy. Some of these memories include forming our friendships we still have to this day, our fun field trips to places like Fire Island, the Planetarium, the Children's Museum, and Project Adventure. I will also always remember the extremely loud but fun bus rides. Even the dreadful tests we had to take, the 5th grade pumpkin run, our class parties with the fun games and yummy snacks, the entertaining performances on talent show night, the feeling of excitement in the cafeteria while the principals announced the Keys to Success winners, and lastly, our end of the school year field day on those hot spring days. I think I could speak for all of us when I say that we will certainly miss all of these memorable times. We are so thankful for all of our experiences throughout the years. We really are a family here at Northside Elementary School, considering how many times I've called my teacher Mom. We have 6 hours for 5 days a week together and 6 out of our lives with one another. So, in case you were wondering, we have spent approximately 1,480 hours with each other. We have been through thick and thin together, and we continue to care and support each other. I'm so thankful that I am a part of the Northside community. Our lives have been changed by all of our caring and loving teachers that we are all so thankful for, especially our 5th grade teachers. Miss O'Brien, Miss Bates, Mrs. Ryan, Mrs. Cassidy, Miss Carney, Mr. Eckert, Miss Moran, and Miss Bial, since this year has been quite different. They have helped us make the best of it. We have learned so much throughout our years at Northside that we will remember for the rest of our lives. We would also like to thank the Northside staff and administration, and we cannot forget our wonderful families. Thank you for always being there for us, supporting us, and helping us through the load of homework. We are going to be doing amazing things at Howard Middle School, Farmingdale High School, college, and beyond. Walt Disney once said, "All of our dreams can come true if we have the courage to pursue them." Best of luck, 5th grade graduates, and thank you, Northside.
Let's give another hand for Emma. Really impressive stuff, Emma. You know they're getting tall when I don't have to adjust the microphone whatsoever. At this time, I invite Dr. Olson and Mr. Febraro to come to the front of the stage for the presentation of certificates. At this time, we'll start with Miss Bates's class. Miss Bates to the stage. Sure. The students will come up that way. Yep. Sounds cool. Good. Do we want to invite them on stage? Yes. Okay. Also, we have 3 board members and plenty of space up here. You guys want to join us? That's an up and down.
We need fist bumps.
Sounds
and
good.
Wheels and
Sounds good.
Reg, is this your class?
Yes.
Perfect. All right.
Miss Bates, you want me to hold them?
Whatever you want to do.
Jen will give them like an elbow, and then I'll hand them their certificate.
Sounds
Is that
good.
good?
Yeah, thank you. Hi, everybody. I would like to welcome Miss Bates's class to line up by Miss Klotz.
We can clap. It's good. We can clap.
Mhm.
Guys.
Laura Agoli. Yuri Ansley. Congratulations. Liam Denisi. Stephanie DiLeonardo. Jack Hartney. Juliana Herbst, recipient of the Tracy Warshorski Award. Lucas Ayanada. William Ingram, recipient of the Physical Education Award. Jason Jadon. Rita McMahon. Danica Mistretta, recipient of the Comptroller Award. Yaxeni Morales Reese. Adam Mutlu, recipient of the Mary Lou Fleming Award. Kristen O'Sullivan, recipient of the Comptroller Award. Caitlin Pitts. Riley Sabatella, recipient of the PTA Student Achievement Award. Ashley Stroud, recipient of the Comptroller Award. Joshua Vanzi. Kayleen Villatoro. Don't you love that bow tie?
Let's give a hand to all the students in Miss Bates' class. At this time, I'd like to invite Mrs. Cassidy to the microphone.
Kimberly Blanco, recipient of the SEPTA Citizenship Award. Matthew Bynum. Jediah Arar, recipient of the SEPTA Excellence in Academic Achievement. And a thank you. Emily Farrell, recipient of the SEPTA Achievement Award. Elias Ford. Maggie Stegmeyer. Juliet Weedor.
All right, let's give a round of applause for the students in Mrs. Cassidy's class. Yes. At this time, I'd like to invite our 4 remote teachers present. Can Miss Moran, Miss Bialy, Mrs. Carney, and Mr. Eckert please come to the microphone? Remote students can meet by Miss Klotz on the side.
Is it me first?
Emilio Moscoso.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Okay. Joshua Connolly. Good job, Josh.
Good job.
And Evan Moscoso, recipient of the Tracy Wachowski Empathy Award.
Anthony DeVito. Anna Lakis.
Mr. Namjeet Kaur.
Let's give a hand for our remote teachers, our remote students. All right, we're moving along to Miss O'Brien's class. Miss O'Brien's up here. Students can come off to the side by Miss Klotz. Thank you.
Jake Albignano, recipient of the PTA Distinction Award. Zaria Canizares, recipient of the Tri-Vertices Mathematics Award. Cassandra Hill, recipient of the Gary E. Karp Community Service Award. Elizabeth Hilton, recipient of the Shapiro Award and Math Olympiad's top scorer. And of course, Biscuit Hilton.
So Biscuit has become part of the Northside family, right? We're so thankful. So Dr. Peterson and I decided to give Biscuit a Moving Up Award as well for tonight. Although Mrs. Ryan said he cheated on a test, I don't know. We'll see. But Biscuit, big round of applause. Ellie, this is for Biscuit.
Sailor Hopper, recipient of the PTA Distinction Award. Christian Hunter. Jose Hoya Villatoro, recipient of the Comptroller Award. Emma Lembo, FFT Peer Relations Award. Cecia Maradiaga. Bernays Picon. Julia Racine, recipient of the Comptroller Award. Riley Renison, recipient of the Triple C Award. Jesus Rivera. Justin Rosas. Benjamin Scott. Sierra Sukraj. Jack Watrous, recipient of the William J. Johnson Leadership and History Award. Grayson Zeller.
Let's give a hand for Miss O'Brien's class. Last but certainly not least, I'd like to invite Mrs. Ryan to the podium. Mrs. Ryan's students to the side by Miss Klotz.
Daniel Actamarian. Nathaniel Becker. Nicholas Kankel. Ariana Casal. Carter Sinelli, recipient of the Matthew Mortensen Memorial Award. Liam Clear, recipient of the Board of Education Scholarship and Citizenship Award. Good job, buddy. Jacob Franco. George Grigorov, recipient of the Mary Lou Fleming Scholarship in Music Award and Math Olympiad top scorer. I did it. George, I did it. Riley Ingram. Sophia McPherson, recipient of the Matthew Mortensen Memorial Award and the Physical Education Award. Cameron Murtha. Good job. Adrian Nokai. Good job. John Racine, recipient of the Sarah Howitt Literary Award. Samantha Rotolo, recipient of the Triple C Award. Samantha Schwartz. Jillian Sharp, recipient of the PTA Student Achievement Award and top 3 scorer in Math Olympiads. Haley Zungis. Cole Zimick.
Let's give a hand to all the students in Mrs. Ryan's class. All right, students, please rise. That's you, 5th graders. It is my privilege and distinct honor to present to you for the first time the Northside graduating class of 2021. Oh, that's awesome. Students, please be sure to stay with your family members here with you today. Families, please note the exits as you exit the stadium. Thank you all for participating in this memorable ceremony, and join me once again in applauding the class of 2021.